Hello everybody and welcome to episode 25 of Becoming Bobby with Ipswich Town. Today we face one of his former clubs in Newcastle United as they have a new manager in Graham Potter, and I wasn't on the shortlist. Because for some unknown reason they want a manager that's going to challenge for titles. Now that's league titles, folks. Bearing in mind they're 8th in the table at the moment in the Premier League, hence why they've got rid of De Zerbi. And yeah, Newcastle are not renowned for winning titles. It's a well-known fact. But never mind, we carry on with the reshaping of our squad. So Woody Williamson has joined Sheffield United for £750,000. A young goalkeeper that I didn't want to lose, but he wanted to go. So there we go. Borja Sainz has joined Lecce for £450,000 on loan with an obligation to buy him. Nathan Broadhead has gone to Hull City on loan, and Daniel Babb has gone to Galway United. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen, we mentioned Albert Ruiz last time around. Let's meet James McAtee, who was out of contract with Manchester City in the summer, so we swooped in with a £2 million offer, and it was accepted. Now, this kid has potential to grow. Only just, but he's currently at a 3-star, can play in centre midfield, can play behind the striker, and he's young. And it ticks a box with the board, and we will see how he gets on. He didn't have a lot of game time at Manchester City, and he just kind of sat around for like the last year or so. So we'll see how he gets on. Following the draw with Liverpool, we had a good draw with Manchester United, and we probably should have won the game as they missed a penalty early in the second half, but Liam Delap put us in front. Marcus Rashford equalised as we got a good point against Manchester United to back up the one against Liverpool. But our first trip to the northeast of the week ended in defeat as Newcastle won by 3-0. David and 2 goals for Yeremy Pino means we are out of the FA Cup at the 4th round stage. So it's now all eggs in the European basket to see if we can get through in that. We will find out who we play next time around. We'll make a bit of progress and probably maybe have a look at the last 16 tie when we get there. But we'll see who we get first of all. In the Premier League, 23 points from 22 games. We're still just a point in front of how many games we've played. And we are 11 points off of the European places. And we are 5 points off the relegation places. But there are plenty of teams behind us. We do, however, need to start winning again. It's getting a bit of a bad habit drawing games. Don't get me wrong, there were 2 draws against 2 very good teams, but we probably should have won against Liverpool. We just didn't hang on. And Manchester United, we probably should have beaten them. So we go to Newcastle with some confidence. Hopefully. So here are the 2 starting lineups as Graham Potter's Newcastle United start with Pope in goal, Trippier, Badu, Botman, Ito, Tonali, Miley, Pino, Barbadi, Gordon with Isaac leading the line for them. As we start with Paz in goal, Wolfenden, Kilman, Laporte, Davis, Eze, Bellingham, Yates, Lewis Potter, Kluivert with Liam Delap leading the line for us. So yeah, Graham Potter is the next man in charge of Newcastle United. Interesting appointment, if you have to ask me the question. Because, yeah, I thought I should have got on the shortlist, at least. But, yeah, if you're chasing titles, you're going to be very disappointed. Because I don't think Graham Potter, I don't think anybody's going to be able to do that, to be brutally honest. I mean, look how far they are away from the top 4 at least. 10 points away from the top 4. You know, that's the same sort of gap between us and them at the moment. So, yeah, I don't get it. I genuinely didn't get it. You know, it was a flat refusal. And don't get me wrong, I probably wouldn't have delivered a title to them. Bobby Robson didn't either. You know, he had a great team in the early 2000s. You know, Newcastle played some wonderful football in that time period. But yeah, it's just a bizarre state of affairs as Ryan Yates gets a shot away. It's the post. Oh, Ryan should have scored. I mean, we started better than we did in the FA Cup tie. I think that's one thing I can look at least. But I am looking over my shoulder quite a lot at the moment because, yeah, we are being dragged in to a scrap We need a better second half of the season. But yeah, it's mainly all in the European basket now. The league, I mean, if we finish in the top half, fantastic. I don't think we're going to get much higher than that as we're racing through the first half. We finally get a highlight 10 minutes before half time, and it's off the post from Kieran Trippier. That's 2 posts now. Same post? No, opposite posts. Justin Kluivert's given everything he can. All right, Jack Clark probably will be on at half time. Newcastle have a corner just coming up to half time. Kieran Trippier taking the set piece. Can we win the header? Yes, we can. Can we pick up the loose ball? No, we can't. Anthony Gordon fires towards goal. Paz with a save. Otherwise, that one was cracking off the crossbar. Newcastle ending the half the stronger of the two at the moment. And Trippier will take this corner kick into the penalty area, and Laporte will easily head it away. And that's your lot for the first half. Goodness me. How long have we been on? Nearly 3 minutes. And most of that was me waffling. Right, so we're going to make a change at half time. Justin Kluivert doesn't want to continue. So we will bring on Jack Clark at half time. And we're probably going to take off Leif Davis and bring on Max Finkgraf. Make some changes down that left-hand side. Let's see what we can do in the second half. Come on. They make a change as well. Bakayoko is on for Pino. That's good news. Pino did quite a lot of damage in the FA Cup tie. Doesn't mean that Bakayoko won't do the same thing, but, you know, positive mental attitude at the moment. It's all about that at the moment. As Clark picks it up. Oh, runs into trouble. I mean, he didn't really have anywhere else to go. Gordon picks it up into Ito. That's it, all the way back to the keeper. Now come with it. That's it, squeeze! You look at the capability of this Newcastle squad, by the way. They should be higher than 8th. That's why they got rid of Deserbi. Ball in maybe from Tonali. Plays it around the penalty area. But D gets a shot away, and Newcastle lead just after half time. Because you don't close him down. They're just allowed to knock the ball around, and it's frustrating that they're allowed to do that. You know, there's no pressure on the football whatsoever, and that is what our game is all about. Intensity. Not there. So we slide. Oh, God. God help me. To be fair, we survived one relegation battle. It wasn't really much of a battle in the end. We were well clear by the end of it. We are definitely in one this year, in towards Wolverhampton. And now it's an argument of whether we've got the stomach for the fight. I think we have. Clark inside the penalty area. Can he get a shot away straight at Pope? Corner. Nearly up to the hour mark. In front of the travelling support. Need to give them something to shout about. And it's over the bar from Laporte. Right, let's have a look at another couple of changes, shall we? As Newcastle make a couple of their own. King Lewis Potter is going to come off. And we're going to send on Morgan Rogers on the right-hand side. Might swap those two around, actually. Doesn't really do too much, but you know. We're going to take off Bellingham as well. And we're going to bring on Soler. Ooh, that's a good change to make, isn't it? Did we take off Ryan Yates as well and bring on McAtee? Yes, I think we do that as well. Not quite as comfortable there. But we'll see how we get on. Come on. 25 minutes to play. Put it in. See what we can do. Do we change the instructions? Let's see what we can change. Let's go a little bit longer. Get stuck in a little bit harder. Let's try and kick lumps out of them. As Newcastle have a free kick. We slowly pan to it. As Kieran Trippier looks to go over the top of the wall. Pats it down. And it's cleared away. Bit of movement in front of him. Finkgraf. On towards Morgan Rogers. Inside to Eze. Pick somebody out. Well, Morgan Rogers will pick up the loose one. Can he find a teammate inside the penalty area? No, he can find Mark Gurhey instead. But it's cleared away. But we're starting to get on top. You can see the pattern of play coming. Newcastle very much back behind the ball. Ball into the penalty area. Headed away by Gurhey. Come on. Morgan Rogers picks it up. Needs to find a teammate. McAtee. On to Eze. Squeeze that through or have a go yourself. He does have a go himself. Oh, it's in! Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's a beauty from Eze. I thought for all the world it was going wide. And he just turns at the last second. And we are level with 20 to play. Lovely goal from Eze. Beautiful strike. Nick Pope, no chance at all. I think it kisses the post on its way, which always makes a beautiful sound. I love it. Right, can we now go on and win the game? Newcastle have made a change. David, was that come on? I think so. He scored the penalty in the FA Cup tie. Ball over the top for Isaac. Uh-oh. Isaac's in behind. Can he score? No. Paz with a save. Does the offside flag go up? No, it does not. Newcastle with a corner with 15 minutes to play. The game has suddenly burst into life. Ball into the penalty area and Botman heads it into row 4. Eze with the free kick. Another long distance effort. It's another. Oh, it's off the post again. Yates in the first half. Eze in the second half. How's your luck? Ball over the top. Keeper's ball. 7 minutes plus added time to come. Paz, don't do anything silly with it, for goodness sake. Kick it to an Ipswich player. Goes long, looking for Morgan Rogers. He's not going to win it in the air. We know that. I don't know why he went there. Miley. Oh, challenge was coming in. Didn't get the ball. Joelinton picks it up. Plays it across into the penalty area. Looking for Isaac. 15th goal of the season for Alexander Isak. And Newcastle lead. We didn't cut the ball out in the centre. And then we didn't stop the cross. Some fundamental errors. I mean, he's unlucky, Soler. With that, it runs kindly for Newcastle. But this is a great header from Alexander Isak. Do we deserve to be behind? Probably not. Do we deserve to be 3-1 down? Oh, another off the post. Kieran Trippier's hit the post twice himself now. Plays it back into Trippier. Will he find a ball into the centre? He will, towards the back stick, looking for Joelinton. He wins the header, and he's off the post. 3-2 to Newcastle now. 2-1 in the scoreline. Appendages hit. 3-2. And that's a big word. And I'm not sure it's the right application of it. But never mind. Oh dear, Max Kilman with the ball. So we're going to drop a couple of places, it looks like. We'll have a look at the league table in a minute. We'll see where we're going. As Dan Burn picks it up, that is the final action on a disappointing trip to St James's Park once more. But it was a narrow defeat. On the balance of play, it's a little bit undeserved. In my opinion, at least. Let me know. So yeah, we drop to 15th in the table, just 4 points above the relegation places as it stands. Aston Villa drew with Brighton. This is a good point for Aston Villa. Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest cancelled each other out, although Bournemouth do move up into 9th. Newcastle move into the top 7 with the win. Southampton move up into 13th after beating Wolves, who are now getting a little bit cut adrift at the bottom. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a little bit of headway because February is a little bit light on fixtures. So we'll take on Bournemouth, we'll take on Everton, Tottenham and Manchester City, and we'll come back for the Monday night game against Leicester. And we'll see if things improve. Because our last Premier League win came back in December against Brentford. Struggling Brentford at that. So, yeah, things need to improve. Yes, we picked up a few draws against some good teams in between all that. But results need to improve. And I know that. They know that. You know that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.